On January 26th, you authorized us to conduct a statewide academic program review seeking to streamline and downsize the curriculum inventory where it seemed appropriate based on program productivity and other measures. We gave you a list of 459 programs designated as low completers to be included in this academic program review. We asked institutions to review and challenge the inclusion of any programs on the list, and we also invited them to submit any other programs they felt would be appropriate. In the end, there are 456 programs in the report that you have received, 431 that were required for review due to productivity triggers, and 25 admitted as part of campus-wide academic reviews and curriculum reform. As you know, the productivity measures for this review was a 3-year average of completers in the major, with the productivity breakpoint set as an average of 8 for undergraduate programs, 5 for master's programs, and 2 for doctorate and professional degrees. All program areas were included. Where teacher education programs and general education type programs had been exempted in previous reviews, the entire inventory was in the pool for this productivity review. For those that had not been graduating an average of 8, 5, or 2 students per year, the initial burden of proof was on the institution as to why it should continue to be carried in the inventory. Campuses had an opportunity to give us an argument with words and data to defend them if they wanted to maintain a low-performing program. We are recommending that 34% of the 456 programs be maintained on the inventory. 24% will be terminated, and 41% will be changed through consolidation. That equates to 158 programs that are maintained on the curriculum inventory, though 107 will be on probation or conditionally maintained. 109 will be terminated, and 189 will be consolidated, with 172 of those canceled or terminated on the curriculum inventory and recreated as part of a new consolidated program. Again, through consolidation, the student's option to focus on a particular concentration area remains, but there will be more overlap in courses and faculty and administration, and 1 degree choice instead of 3 or 4. Some of these decisions were really tough. One thing you'll notice is that there are all sorts of changes in foreign language, much to the dismay of our colleagues in Codeville and among high school language teachers. LSU is the only university in the state with strong foreign language majors, and even LSU is terminating German and Latin as majors, deciding to offer those as minors instead. The same thing is happening at several schools for French and Spanish. They will continue to offer classes and promote study abroad, but they cannot support a major. Some universities are combining French and Spanish as concentrations in Romance or modern languages, as ULL has had for a while. And some, like Southern, LSU Shreveport, and Grambling, will be terminating foreign language majors altogether because they just do not have enough students enrolled as majors to carry the programs.
So I understand some of the programs will no longer be offering major type curriculum and primarily be offering a minor curriculum. Is there any avenue that you see that will be in place for if there's a groundswell of support for these programs that are being downsized to potentially upsize again to a major curriculum, if indeed there is some change in the number of students that are interested in that particular course of study?
Yes, sir. There are 2 ways. And in fact, a community college asked me that same question yesterday. If a major is turned into a concentration in a particular, as a subset of a consolidated program, you can still track how many students completed concentration. And if there is a groundswell of students who are interested in that program and graduating with this new degree as a concentration, that's evidence of interest. Likewise, if a student wants to graduate with a major in a particular area that's being terminated or consolidated and changed to a different name, once they have finished the first 2 or 3 years of a program, they can always transfer to a campus if that name on their diploma is important to them. But we can track that too, and that's evidence of student interest.
I would just like to say I think this is one of the best presentations that I've heard as a regent. I think that you were thoughtful. I thought y'all were very engaged with every institution and program as you presented what you presented to us today. I'm trying to keep my eye, and I hope that we all keep our eye on the big goal of what we're all trying to do here. This board is about policy and budget. In 2008, we spread out $350 million, I think, of new money out without asking for anything in that return. And we didn't get anything in that return in terms of graduation, in terms of more completions, or any of those things. I believe now we know we need to ask institutions that graduation matters. We need to say that consolidation in many cases is efficient and effective, probably not only good for faculties and institutions, but very good for the students too. You alluded to the fact that the next thing that we're going to be looking at is where we're duplicating, and we haven't presented that yet. But this is exactly where we need to be, I believe, right now, in looking at, we're measuring fairly all across the board here in Louisiana, and we have a process for, that you well stated, when there is a great interest, we can certainly relook at those things. So I applaud you, and I think this is a great report.
Thank you.
Thank you.